I'm Chris.
And I'm Natalie, and we're going to play a game of You Ask It, We Answer It.
First question.
Have you ever gone hunting?
I've gone hunting one time. I've gone hunting many times for little rodents and squirrels and that kind of stuff.
What kind of rodents?
I just like rodents. Now that I say rodents, I don't know if that's the proper term for what I'm talking about. But I used to go hunt things in the backyard with a little BB gun. Never successful. How about you? Have you ever gone hunting?
No, I have not gone hunting. Usually when the people around me go hunting, I stay in the cabin and I watch movies on Disney+.
Oh, good call. Second question. Can you laugh like Mr. Krabs?
So I've
From
never
SpongeBob.
I've never watched SpongeBob before.
I feel like that's a problem.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
Ready?
I mean, you try it.
Okay. Was that it? You have to do it.
That was it. You nailed it.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
It was so good.
So one of they said egg, and so that's just egg. Is that pretty good? I feel like everyone's just blank stares. Okay.
We could do like a.
She made the face.
What's a face? There's a face?
Yeah, his eyes kind of creep out of his head.
You did all that?
Yeah, my eyes just shot out of my face.
No, not it. Sorry, guys. Well, hey, we're going to move on to a round of Chris's cooking creations. Hey, everyone. Today on Chris's cooking creation, I'm going to be making an ice cream sundae with a little sherbet, because why not spice it up a little bit? All right, so let's get ready to create. As you can see, I'm very excited about this. A little dazzle of the hands, a little razzle-dazzle does everyone pretty good. So I'm going to start over here with some of the sherbet. Yeah, that's pretty thick sherbet. It's been a while since I've had some sherbet, and I just like to wave hello with it sometimes too. So let's go ahead and drop that in. I'll get, let me help myself a little bit. Sometimes it's hard. I could use my second hand, but I chose not to this time around. I may need to remove my glasses with my left hand, please. That would be good if I just set those to the side. All right, so we're going to start with some chocolate syrup. I love putting chocolate syrup on my sundaes, my sherbet sundaes, and I love making sure I make it in the bowl. And right there, that's a lot of chocolate. I feel really good about the chocolate syrup right now. I can't wait for this. Why not? Just dump the whole plate of Sour Patch Kids in there, because when you're cooking, anything goes. Anything goes. And so right now, the next essential piece is obviously potato chips. I like to crunch them up. I like to get them all crunchy, and why have a big old chip on there when you can have little pieces of them? And probably the whole bag again. Just a touch of marshmallows in there. Just a couple of them. Yep, that's a couple. You know what? I believe we skipped the caramel syrup. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to test it out real quick. And that tastes real caramely. That's good. Oh yeah, that's a good amount of. You always want that's. Nope. Next, as always, we have a little creamy chocolate creamer. And so that is not, we really just want a touch of this one. With just a little dab. Just a little dab would be great. And you can taste the caramel when you test it out, boys and girls. And so we're going to lastly close it out with Mrs. Butterworth. Not a sponsor. But you know what? Could be. Mrs. B is always out there looking out for us, and so I think we're using a lot of syrup on this one, more than I would normally put on there. But it's gonna be good. I have a little. Oh, get excited and can't see. I like the orange hue in my world. Now, most cooking shows, I don't know that they try too much of this, but not ours. We're gonna go ahead and eat, and so I would love to get a big old scoop of this. Make sure I get all the textures, all of our ingredients in there, and that's looking. We are gonna enjoy this. This is gonna be great. I love every bit of this, and always good cooking with Chris. Just had a little. That is. You taste a lot of sugar. Really, there's some sherbet and some potato chip. And so, boys and girls, thank you so... Sour Patch Kid. It's always... Every bite is a new adventure. I hope you enjoy yourself. Have fun. Have fun with your own creations.
That was pretty amazing. How did that...
It was one of my best creations by far. I loved it.
What was your favorite part of the dish?
Probably the chocolate syrup. I don't think I got enough of it in there.
Oh, okay. The whole, like, mountain full of chocolate syrup?
Not enough. You say a mountain, I say a smaller mountain.
Next up, we had some kids come in and do voice theater. Watch this next segment called Kids Voice Theater.
Forward, side, other side, up, forward, side. Where is it? No, I said no. Rock, paper, scissors? No, rock, paper, scissors. No. Hey, don't touch me! Okay, it's okay. Yeah. I'll slap myself. We can do this together. Let's go! Oh, yay. Are you a monster? Giant robot. Punch. T shoulders. T. What? Yeah. What is he doing? He's doing the robot. I have no idea. So, what is he doing? Beep. Follow the circle. Oh, hi. Hey, let's dance like crazy. Yeah. Let's dance. Happy, like crazy. And funny. And munch. We're crabs. Bye. That's it for today.
Wow, that was hilarious. Now, this week we are continuing our series on forgiveness, and we're going to be taking a look at Luke chapter 15.
Today we are talking about how everyone needs forgiveness. Everyone. You, me, everyone needs forgiveness because none of us are perfect. But God is. And good news, He offers forgiveness to every single one of us. Now today we're looking at Luke chapter 15. And there's 3 different stories that Jesus tells. And they're all about God's love and His forgiveness. Now Jesus is sitting down with some people who are complaining about things going on, and they're just trying to figure things out. And Jesus says, you got it all wrong. Like you don't understand my love, God's love for His people. And so let me explain this to you. So He starts telling 3 different stories. He tells a story about a shepherd who has 100 sheep, and then 99 of them are there, but there's one missing. And so he goes and leaves those 99 to find the one that was lost. He couldn't wait to find that one and bring him back home. And Jesus is saying, my love is like that. My heart is like that. When someone feels lost, when someone feels disconnected from me, disconnected from their family, I want to bring them back. That is my heart. That's my love. That's what my love is like. And then he talks about a woman who lost a coin. Now, when she loses the coin, she rearranges the entire house. She does everything she can to try to find this coin. And he said, isn't my love like this too? Willing to go through whatever it takes to bring back what is lost. And today we're going to talk about the story of the lost son. Now, this son was part of a wealthy family, and he was going to get money maybe later on in his life, but he goes to his dad and he starts looking around, maybe saying, This is boring. I don't want to do these chores anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. I want to live my own life, my own way. And so he asks his dad for all the money he's going to get one day for right now so he can go leave and do whatever he wants. And so what does he do? He leaves. He goes and does whatever he wants. He's living the life he's always wanted to live, doing whatever he wanted with no rules. Now for some of us, that might sound really, really cool, right? I could play video games till 6 in the morning. I could eat ice cream for every meal of the day. Like, that sounds awesome. And that's what this son thought too, for a little while. But then after he gets into this, he starts realizing that this isn't that fun. And at some point, his money runs out and he realizes, I'm pretty alone. The people around me don't actually love me. And these things that I thought were gonna make me happy, well, they did make me happy for a little while, but they didn't last. And so he realizes, I had it great at home, and I need to go back. He realizes this, by the way, while he's eating with the pigs. Because after his money ran out, and after he did all these crazy cool things, he found himself eating among pigs. That's where life had taken him. And so he said, this is no way for me to live. I need to go home. And so when he's on his way home, he's probably trying to think through, what am I going to say? How am I going to apologize? How do you think the father was going to react from the son who just ran away? Well, Jesus tells us that the father saw his son coming and ran to him. Now he ran to him not to yell at him, not to make him feel guilty, but he ran to him to give him a hug and kiss him and welcome him home. And then he goes on to even say, we need to have a party, and he throws a party for his son coming home. It didn't matter what his son had done, it was just the fact that his son had come back home. Now for us, when we say everyone needs to be forgiven, it's true. And Jesus illustrates for us in this story what God's forgiveness is like. We might feel scared, we might feel nervous, we might feel afraid to even talk to God. We might feel like, oh, I don't know if he'll welcome me home. I don't know if he'll love me because of some of the bad things that I've done, or some of the mistakes I've made, some of the things I've thought about, some of the whatever we feel like. But Jesus is saying, there's no limit. No matter what you've done, you can always come home. So today, I want you to know that you can ask for forgiveness. You can. Maybe this could be the first time in your entire life, or maybe the first time today that you would ask God for forgiveness. But I want to encourage you, ask him. Talk to God today, because he loves you and he wants to forgive you.
The important thing to remember is that forgiveness brings us closer to God. And so the thing I want to ask you is, have you ever asked God for forgiveness? If so, when? From our story today, how important is it to you that this is how much God loves us? So talk about that when you get a chance, but right now we are going to finish this episode with the way we close every episode, with Anything Goes. Enjoy.
This week on Anything Goes, we're going to be eating some hot sauce.
It smells like some barbecue sauce.
So as I am spoon-fed hot sauce, I can only react in baby noises, such as goo goo gaga. I probably just will yell or cry. I'm super nervous.
Ready?
No.
Okay, here comes the airplane! Yay! Do you want more?
No! Does water make it worse? That's a real question. I heard water might make it worse.
Water's going to help, but not as much as milk will. Water's not going to
Don't
make
give
it
him
worse.
milk.
It's just going to help a little bit.
Does milk? Do we have milk?
Milk helps more, but we don't have it.
Oh, why?
There's
What
peanut
an
butter.
oversight. There's ice cream in the freezer.
Okay, you're going to grab some of that?
Yes!
That was a yes.
The next one. Ready?
Nope.
Chugga chugga choo choo.
Don't do that. It's eating my throat.
Oh, hold on just a baby. I don't know.
Oh, goo goo gaga. Goo goo gaga.
Baby.
Oh. It's all gone, but it's still there. It's still there. It's still there.
Which one was better?
So we are here to rank the top movie theater candy. So we've got 8 different movie theater candy that we're gonna try. Natalie, what's our top seed?
Sour Patch Kids versus Raisinets.